Hi, and welcome back to Piano Spun Yarns for day 7 of the World of Wool Advent Calendar. Today we're going to be opening our tradition from Denmark called the Nisser or Nissa. And our blend today is merino, viscose, and bamboo. This is the first blend where I'm not really sure how these fibers relate to Denmark itself. And after reading about the tradition, I don't have a guess as to what this blend is gonna look like. So let's open it up together and find out. Though. Ooh, excellent. I love that we're getting a really different color from yesterday. So this is, it looks like the main part of the blend is our merino. Actually, I think it's merino and bamboo really well blended together. And I would say that the neps are where our viscose is coming from. So we've got, it's so soft, it's lovely. And it's gonna give us another really textured fabric. Let's see if you can see the neps in there of white and orange and yellow. This is gonna pair really nicely with yesterday's color. They're super different. They've got different both shades, so this is a red and this is a green, and hues. This one's got a really deep coloring and this one's really light. So our contrast and color work is gonna be incredible. Let's open up our motif of the day. Oh, it's gonna be backwards, but this is really nice. So today we have these Christmassy trees. We've got kind of a large tree in the center and little trees on the side. And the background is actually gonna be this green because our red was the background last time, and the trees themselves are gonna be that red color. So a little bit backwards, but still we're gonna have beautiful contrast. It's gonna look so good. The bottom is really starting to curl. It's stockinette, so that's gonna happen. As the coat gets big enough, you'll see that these middle parts don't curl anymore. So maybe I'll add some kind of edging to the bottom to make sure that we don't get curling. The ribbing might be enough to keep it from curling at the bottom. Our last spot, I'm gonna try to uncurl it so you can see. The contrast shows up better on camera than it does in real life, and it shows up better far away than it does up close. So you can probably see that pattern really well, that kind of double diamond. Up close for me, I'm a little unhappy with the contrast if I had picked them myself, but of course I'm just doing them in the order that they show up. So you're probably seeing that pattern really nicely, but up close, you kind of lose it. You lose the details and how similar the colors are. And the fact that both colors are a little bit variegated, that makes it a little tough to see up close too, which makes me extra excited for how different today's are gonna look. Let me set up the spinning wheel so that I can tell you all about the tradition from Denmark. I can already tell that this is gonna be such a joy to spin. It's gonna be such a fast spin. This is so lovely. And the neps are much more manageable. So in yesterday's yarn with those big spots of sari silk, you really have to take the time and use both hands and try to get them to spin even enough that the yarn can be used in color work. I don't have to do that here. Even when there's a nep, it's so small and it just adds a little pop of color instead of really changing the single. So let's talk about the Nissa. The Nissa, or the Nisser, is a Danish Christmas tradition. It is a little gnome that visits your home every day. It acts in parallel to like an Advent calendar. So every day during Advent, a little gnome or Nissa will show up at your home and hopefully leave you a gift. In order to invite a Nissa to your home, you have to build them a little door. In Denmark, you can buy these little Nissa doors in shopping centers, or you can make your own. So you set them up a little cute home entrance for a single Nisa to visit you throughout the Advent season. You can also get these really cute, like dollhouse looking accessories to decorate the outside of their door or home with a little ladder or carpeting, trees to make it look really cozy. Every day, the Nisa may leave you a gift, or they may play a trick on you inside your home. It really depends on what kind of Nisa decides to visit you that year, which would probably really depend on the kind of family that you're in. Additionally, the Nisa seems to be the main inspiration for the Elf on the Shelf trend that has become popular in the United States, which is where I'm from. So this is the idea that I'm most used to. I work in a public school, so the Elf on the Shelf has become a steadily growing phenomenon, which is really interesting. It's another one of those incredibly recent traditions because the book, The Elf on the Shelf, only came out in 2005. And the year that it came out, it was not a hit. It was very strange. But it is the kind of thing that if a child knows that their friend has an elf visiting their home and they don't have an elf visiting their home, there's a lot of pressure for the Elf on the Shelf to visit that family as well. So it is widely spread here, where I live at least, and it is thought to come from or be inspired by the traditional Danish Nisa, the elf or gnome that will visit you every day throughout December. I also just think the little Nisa facades are so cute. They make such a neat decoration inside the house, and every day it gets a little bigger, a little more playful, so you can kind of visualize Advent through how decorated the Nisa's home is. This blend does remind me of a playful Nisa gnome. It's very earthy with spots of colors. I'm really enjoying this blend. It is as fun a spin as I thought it would be, and I love seeing those little spots, those little neps show up. The next time you see this yarn, it will be finished, so I'll be back then. This is the yarn from today. I really love how the neps kind of sit on top of the yarn, so you really see a pop of color. And the color is just so complementary to the green. It's really lovely. Plus, because it's a merino bamboo base, it's very soft. So this is definitely next to skin, kind of sweater worthy yarn. If this blend is for sale, I can definitely see myself buying some. The only thing is that while I was spinning it, I actually thought I was spinning it a little too fine, but after setting it, it really kind of scrunched up, so it's almost worsted weight, so it's a little thicker than I would have liked, but still, it's beautiful. Thank you again for joining me on this spinning Advent journey, and thank you for sticking with me while I figure out the right filming location and equipment to use and tips and tricks to make this work. Audio programs that'll actually record instead of using the wrong microphone and not catching any audio at all. Also, today I figured out that a lot of my audio was getting ruined by my hair brushing against the microphone. So every day I'm improving. I hope you are enjoying learning about wool with me while I learn about traditions and how to record for a YouTube video. I will be back tomorrow for day 8 with this kind of, this motif's a little bit bigger, so look forward to seeing this motif tomorrow. I'll see you then.